Hello everyone, welcome to the channel, or welcome back. My name is Jamie, and today I'm getting ready for a repositioning flight up north to do a job that will last 5 days.
All good ahead.
So I'm planning to do a bit of a series here. I'm hoping to do 3 or 4 episodes documenting the remote work I did, stationed about 300 miles north by car and 200 miles north by airplane from home base. I was going to be working around the Dease Lake area and as far north as Watson Lake, Yukon. But I'd be stationed on Tatoga Lake. I wasn't going to be working in these towns, but I just want to give you a general idea of the area. The time of year was mid-September. The job would take about 5 days and have me flying all over the most northern regions of British Columbia. I was pumping fuel out of barrels, living out of a cooler, and cooking on a camp stove. The entire experience was like a road trip for me, and I loved it. So right now I'm back at home base near Smithers, BC, and I'm weighing everything I need to put in the airplane. That steel platform you see on the ground that I'm putting all of my things on is a scale.
Holy crap.
All airplanes have a maximum gross weight. They also have an empty weight, and the difference is something called useful load, which is the maximum weight of humans, cargo, and fuel that the airplane can carry. In this case, I'm flying a Cessna 185 with a max gross weight of 3,520 pounds. The empty weight of this airplane is 2,220 pounds, which gives me a useful load of 1,300 pounds. So me, all of my stuff, and the weight of the fuel cannot exceed this amount. The airplane uses avgas, and it weighs about 6 pounds a gallon and carries a maximum of 80 gallons of fuel. Sometimes pilots don't always fill the airplanes full of fuel, but in this case, I need full tanks. So the weight of the fuel in the wings is going to be 480 pounds.
Plus.
I weigh roughly 180 pounds. So this leaves me 640 pounds for everything else I want to load in the airplane.
6 pounds to spare.
There was no fuel at the remote location I was going to. So one of the hard-working staff members had to drive up 3 or 4 barrels of fuel, and I had to take as many jerry cans full of avgas as I could with me. I had 11 jerry cans and each weighed close to 40 pounds. So that's 440 pounds, plus 480 in the wings, which left me with 380 pounds for me, food, water, and my gear.
Okay, here we go. Trip up north. on.
Smithers Radio, good day, it's Jazz 8 for 461. Yeah, it's 461 Smithers Radio, good day. They were showing about 5 minutes away from Houston. We're playing the RNAV Yankee 33, still working center. Jazz 461, roger, runway 33, wind 310 at 5, altimeter 2982. Talk to you on the handoff. I guess we're in the handoff now with you for Jazz 461. Jazz 461, roger, and again, runway 33, wind 310 at 5, altimeter 2982. Report final, note there's flow to Vancouver. Alright, I'll look into that here quickly and we'll call you final. Roger.
I'd like to thank everybody who tuned in for my previous video. I'd also like to thank everybody for all the positive comments. Together we can build awareness towards mental health in aviation. No pilot should be afraid to discuss their mental health in fear of losing their medical.
A little bit of nastiness there, but all good ahead. Probably don't want to get too much closer to that. So I'm just in the cruise portion of my flight. Oh man, I hate this headset. This Lightspeed Zulu headset. The boom on it is just, it's driving me nuts. Anyway, so I'm just in the cruise portion of my flight here, and weather's a little bit better than I anticipated. It's looking a little bit more scattered, although it is kind of vertical. I was thinking maybe I might climb above it. Right now I'm at 6,000 feet, 3,600 feet currently above the ground. I thought maybe since I had some time I'd just talk a little bit about my summer here and just how it went and kind of what you can expect if you want to get into this kind of stuff. So as far as like the flying is concerned and what maybe you can expect in some sort of a bush operation is, there might be some tours that you do, depending on the area that you're in. There might be some, it's possible that the company you work for does some government stuff, like usually like forestry, and it'd be like, it could be anything. It could be moving tree planters into a, maybe in a bigger airplane you could be moving tree planters around. Into remote areas, it could be, other kind of government forestry stuff that's going on that requires an airplane. But also like a lot of stuff, and I know in Northern Ontario, which would be probably pretty fun too, a lot of stuff is, there's a lot of fishing stuff, and it'd be hunting too. So, what comes with that is there's a lot of loading and unloading and balancing and weighing things. So you got to make sure you're ready for that. And if you're good at Tetris, you'll be good at being a push pilot. Oftentimes, it's not the weight that's the problem, it's fitting everything in the airplane, especially in the 185, and even in the Caravan too. You probably run into those problems from time to time. So, but be ready to, the airplane's not going to be full of fuel for you, where you just get in and fly the airplane, get out and go to your hotel. It's not like that at all. And if that's what you want, then this isn't for you. Get ready to be loading and unloading the airplanes. I think if you want a little bit more variety, you should probably go down the float path. That would be my suggestion anyway. The mountains turn into, well, there's no mountains I guess, but they turn into plateaus up here. Like somebody cut the tops of them off. You're starting to see a little bit of that.
Talking about difficult moments or worries to someone else makes us vulnerable. Maybe that's why we don't do it. especially men. But just because you've made yourself vulnerable doesn't mean you're not strong. Remember that.
Okay, so I've arrived at the lake here where I'm going, and I don't have to spend the night somewhere else. Nice. So we're going to have a look at it here. A little circle, and wind looks pretty calm. Wind shadows on both sides of the lake. It's a little bit, it's not glassy, which is nice, so that's a bonus given it's close to sunset. Looks like the lodge there, the resort, the dock down there. Alright, what do we got? A good look at it here. There isn't much of a dock, is there? There's no dock, it's a ramp. I don't know what we're gonna do about that. That doesn't look cool. Oh, maybe I could dock on the side of that. It's a bit of a ramp though. Okay. Bunch of lights on here. Get this thing slowed down. The key is getting it slowed down before you start to descend. Butter. Oh, fun. There's no dock. It's going to make fueling out of a barrel lots of fun. Oh yeah, you get to do that too when you bush fly as well sometimes. Okay, avionics going off.
So I've made it to the resort. So I'm just on my way down to the plane here. Yeah, I'm just gonna get her fueled up and we're gonna see if we can fly today. It looks like there's a bit of a front coming in mid-September in northern British Columbia. And this is what you get. Thanks for checking out this video. If you'd like to watch more videos like this, you can click on the link to my flying playlist here. If you'd like to subscribe, you can also do that here. See you soon.